In today's video, I'm going to be comparing different vehicle speeds inside of ERLC. However, I'm not actually going to be racing the vehicles or doing your standard 0 to 60 mph test. I've got something different to show you in this video. Drop a like and subscribe if you enjoy or if you find it interesting, but let's get straight into it. Okay, so I'm sure most of you are probably aware of what this is. This is an ERLC interactive map. You can zoom all the way in, you can look at different things. As we can see on the left, you've got loads of different things you can do. You can see where bounty vehicles can spawn, you can see where dumpsters are, you can see where Bigfoot can spawn, you can see where the bounty man is. If you want to look at different things, like I don't know, if we turn all these off, you can see where all the fireball boxes are, or where stop signs are, or loads and loads of really cool features like this. And there's also like areas and stuff like that as well, which is really cool. This is a cool map actually with location callouts, but this isn't what we're here to showcase in this video, because if we go to the top right just here, we have a page called vehicle stats. Now if we press on this, it takes us to the same website, just a different page, and this basically compares every single vehicle in ERLC. You can literally just put in whatever you want. If we go to add vehicle here, as you can see, they have literally every single vehicle in the game, and they give it a rating. As you can see, the higher the rating, the better it is. Things like this truck have a bad rating, 3.28, whereas obviously the Bugatti has a good rating. The McLaren has a better rating than the Bugatti, which is interesting, and this is the only vehicle on here with a 10 out of 10 rating, so definitely check that out. But I just want to compare the speeds of electric cars versus more expensive cars versus some of the cheaper higher end vehicles. So I guess let's start off with some nice basic electric cars. So this one has a high score, the Tesla here, and then let's also add the Cybertruck. So this is the Tesla Model 3 versus the Tesla Cybertruck, just an example. Now we can see the red one is the Model 3 and the yellow one is the Cybertruck. Now if we have a look, the yellow line here is ahead, which means that the acceleration of the Cybertruck is faster than the Model 3 for the first 4.3 seconds, and then after that, at 66 miles an hour, they're both at there. After that, the Model 3 becomes faster, and then all the way up here, the Cybertruck tops out at 15.2 seconds at 122 miles an hour, whereas the Model 3 tops out at 19.5 seconds at 146 miles per hour. So this is a really cool interactive map. You can see really detailed calculations here, and like where they cross over and the different speeds and stuff. Very good indeed. And if we take this one, for example, the fastest car in the game, you can see it is really cool here. These little imperfections here are due to the vehicle shifts, I believe. And we can also see the acceleration score as well. So it's got 9.92 out of 10 for acceleration. 0 to 60 is 10 out of 10. 0 to 100 is 9.1 out of 10. And the top speed at 140 is only 7 out of 10. But then we've also got braking here, which we can see the 60 to 0, and the deceleration rate. They literally have the deceleration rate at 44.81 foot per second, I think that is. I have no idea how they calculate this stuff, because I don't think this is made by developers. It's crazy. Value for money, it gets a 7.6. And they even have a reversing score here. I assume this is just how fast it can reverse, which is pretty cool indeed. And if we compare this to, example, the Bugatti, the fastest car in the game, we can see the Bugatti is yellow and the Tachio Experience is red. So we can see the Bugatti is more than double the price of this Tachio Experience, or Tachio Experience, however you want to call it. It's ahead for the first 0.2 seconds, and then after that the Bugatti is actually slower than the other car all the way up until 6.5 seconds, and at that point you're at nearly 90 miles an hour, and then they're pretty much equal until the cheaper car finally tops out at 140 miles 11.7 seconds in, whereas the Bugatti tops out at almost 15 seconds at 170 miles per hour. That is very insane for sure. Now what if we add one of the glitched vehicles? So I say glitched, it's not really glitched, but there's one vehicle, I'm trying to find it. It's the Jeep, and it has a crazy high top speed. I think it's this one, yeah. Okay, so this is actually really interesting. So I was just about to add that Jeep, but I realized it wasn't the right one, and I went in game, and if we search up Overland, we can see there is 4 here, whereas if we go back to the statistics here and type in Overland, only 2 show up here. Now the reason for this is if we click this, it takes us to a little spreadsheet. And as you can see, the Overland Apache 1995 and the Overland Apache SFP 2020 are both unable to be added. Now the reason is because the top speed is unable to be reached. So the top speed of 114 miles an hour unable to be reached, and the top speed of 207 miles per hour is unable to be reached. So this just proves my point. The Overland SFP 2020 has a top speed of 207 miles per hour, and this is true. I've tested this myself. So 207 miles per hour, if we compare that to what we have here, we can see the Bugatti's top speed is 170. You have to remember, the most expensive car in the game, that's like 15 times more than the Overland Apache SFP 2020. 15 times more. This is 1.5 million. The Overland Apache SFP Fury 2020, whatever it was, is like less than 100k, I think. But it can go like 20% faster than the Bugatti. The only car in ERLC to go over 200 miles per hour. And that's why it's not on this list, because it's too fast for them to include it on the speed thing up here, and because it takes too long to reach that speed. If that doesn't tell you that that car's glitched, I don't know what does. But they're the only vehicles that aren't actually added. Although I do want to see what it says, because it did have some notes about this. So yeah, these are just how you claim them. And this one, you can't reach the top speed either. It just accelerates too slow. What is cool though is we have all of the police cars here. So let's see what the fastest police car is, which I assume is either that or this. So if we remove these two for now, let's compare the SFP Fury versus the Chevrolet. In fact, let's add the Falcon Stallion 350 police car as well. And as you can see, all of the police cars are very, very equal, except the SFP Fury just has that slightly higher top speed of 162, which is like which is 9 miles an hour faster than the Corvette, and like 30-40 miles an hour more than the Ford Mustang. But as you can see, all of the police cars are pretty much exactly the same, so not really anything to worry about. If we just compare that to the Bugatti though, what do we have? So we can see the Bugatti is the orange one, and we can see the acceleration of the Bugatti within the first 2 seconds is actually worse than all of the police cars, which is quite crazy. Or all three of the police cars we've got here, which really is quite crazy actually. But then obviously after that it kind of picks it up pretty well, although it's not that much faster really. I'm just curious, if we add the slowest police car, what actually happens? What is the slowest police car? Probably this, right? No, the mobile command center. Yeah. Okay, here's the mobile command center. It takes 21 seconds to reach 100 miles an hour in the mobile command center. That is insane. And all of these are recorded on a straight line as well, I believe. I don't think they're recorded on turns or downhill or whatever. So it's a very fair test. That's how they have such precise times, I believe, anyway. But yeah, this is really kind of quite crazy stuff to look at. If you want to have a look at some vehicles, and let's say you're looking at 2 vehicles to buy, if you want to compare them, you absolutely can on this website. I will link it in the description. Come check it out. Not a sponsor or anything, just a website I use a lot actually. In a lot of my videos, when I'm trying to find something or figure something out, like I recently made a video about Bigfoot, being able to come on here and tick where it spawns made it so easy to find, because then I could just check these specific places instead of looking at a place where I think it might be where it actually never spawns. So really useful. Definitely check this website out. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on some of the vehicle speeds in the comments. And I guess let's spawn in this vehicle to end the video on the vehicle where it has such a high top speed the map is not even big enough to reach it. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. Is this vehicle glitched, or is it just really fast for no reason at all? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching this video, everybody. Drop a like, subscribe if you enjoyed, leave a comment, check out all of my other social medias from the link in the description, my TikTok, Discord. We're doing loads of giveaways recently, Instagram and Twitter as well. But thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.